DeKalb coach Jim Hummer joining us right now, and well, it's coming into the season here. No secret, you guys probably didn't have the success you wanted last year. How do you guys kind of improve on what happened?
Well, I think last year made us really step back and look at our total program from top to bottom. And as a head coach, obviously we weren't happy with the results last year, and so we spent the whole off season readjusting the program, trying to correct the things that we thought maybe were deficient, and we're pretty happy right now where we're at. I think we had a great off season, had a great summer. Our numbers are up in our top 3 grades. We're over 55 kids in the top 3, and we're pretty pleased with the results so far of the changes we made. As a staff, we reorganized a little bit with responsibilities on the field, and we tweaked some things offensively and defensively to try to fit our personnel better. But overall, we feel like maybe last year was a little bit of a wake-up call. As an organization, you go back 2 years ago, we're playing for a sectional championship against a winger. Doing the same things that we did back then didn't work last year, so we had to really evaluate our program and say, what do we need to change? And I feel like we've made some positive changes. Kids have responded great to it, and we're excited about this year.
What would you say is the biggest change?
Well, biggest change I think is we got a better off-season commitment, and I think we made more gains in the off-season than we did a year ago. I mean, obviously it's one thing to get kids there. It's also to improve their strength, their skill levels, those types of things. And I think that as a whole, our football team is stronger, faster, and better skill-wise than they were a year ago.
Yeah, I was reading in the 2010 Indiana high school football book, the preview of your team, and it seems like you got a lot of experience coming back as far as like the line and things like that, but overall you still have a relatively young team.
We'll be a young team because we only have 8 seniors on the roster, so we're heavy juniors. We got 25, 23 juniors. We have 20 sophomores, and we're experienced, but that's because we had so many sophomores play last year. And as we found out, you don't win too many games in 4A football or NHC with sophomores. But unfortunately, they were the best players we had last year. So I think hopefully we can gain on that experience that they had, even though it wasn't always successful on Friday night. It was still varsity game experience. And, so we come in, yeah, we're still going to be young because we're going to still have a lot of junior starters, but a lot of them are returning starters.
And as I was looking outside the stadium there, the last NHC championship back in 1996, is it time to kind of restore pride to DeKalb football?
Well, I think that's what we've been trying to do. Obviously, we've struggled a little bit with that. A couple years ago, we're flirting with that. We competed for a conference championship. We competed for a sectional championship. But year in, year out, we haven't been able to do that here in the last 10, 15 years. And, that's definitely something that we want to do. We also know that that's a huge challenge. NHC is one of the toughest football conferences in the state. And the section we play in is one of the toughest sectionals in the state. So, we got our work cut out for us. But I also think that we're doing what we need to do as a program to develop our young men into being winners. And, I think the biggest thing is you got to have team chemistry, and you also have to have some difference makers. I think when you look at all the great programs around Northeast Indiana, the ones that are winning championships, they have good chemistry, and they also have 2 or 3 kids that can take control of the game and make a difference in the outcome. And we're hoping that we have, a couple kids on our team that can be a difference maker this year.